What is up, everybody? We are back with the official episode 1 of my MythCraft review. I'm not gonna lie. Politics is not my strong suit. I do not do well with politics, understanding politics. I don't even understand politics in real life, so throwing it in a tabletop RPG makes it a lot harder for me. But this episode is very heavy on politics. So without further ado, this is the official episode 1, a challenge and a plea. We start off in the tavern. The group, this is where we left off, where the group meets up. Kiris is trying to find some people to help her get into this meeting. Kiris immediately spots Lucian and runs over to him and begins to think, how can I use this individual? I love players who make it easy for the DM, because immediately it felt like everybody clocked, like, this is how we're all going to meet up. This is how we're going to get the game together. This is how we start the campaign. And it just seemed like easy mode for the DM, because sometimes players be fighting it. Sometimes players be like, oh, I don't know them, I don't want to talk to them. But Lucian automatically agrees to everything Kiris says. It's like, oh, this would be fun. This would be entertaining. I think at some point, Kiris is like, this is going too easy. But it's very much players are helping the DM get things going, and I do love that. Then Kiris talks to Lucian for a bit, and then they take a look around the room, and then Kiris is like, let's get some more people together. How about these 4 people? Only thing, I wish like there was more random people, kind of just like, oh, maybe these people. But of course, this is the opening scene, how to get the party started. We quickly find out Lucian he's basically a bard, but they're called something else in MythCraft. I'm not even gonna try. He is good at talking. God, Roger plays Lucian. He is really good at talking. He is really good at, like, just every time Lucian talks, I feel like I'm talking to a used car salesman, and he's trying to get this off the lot. But Lucian's really good at talking to people. He has this very charismatic character. He's he can convince people to do a lot of things. I think they go to Hildegard and Friend first to try to, like, convince them to come along to this town hall meeting, university meeting. And Hildegard's just like, I don't want to do that. I don't know you. And then he convinces Hildegard to come along, of course. And Friend, of course, is going to go with Hildegard. Something that I did clock in episode 0 and in episode 1, I don't know Tanner. Tanner is who plays Friend. In the character introduction, I think he says Friend, but Tanner calls Friend Golem sometimes. So I'm like, did he name him Golem? And then they actually changed the name to Friend later. So I wonder which came first, because Tanner calls him Golem sometimes. And I'm just like, oh, okay. Is he Friend or is he Golem? Right after, they go and try to recruit Harlow and Thistle. And Thistle is an easy mark. She's like, adventure? Shenanigans? Let's go. And she drags Harlow along. Immediately, Harlow kind of gets the vibe from them, like, should I trust these? Why am I trying to do a Harlow voice? Should I trust these people? But they all group up and they decide to, like, break bread together, get a drink, get some food, and just kind of talk, get to know each other, and become friends. I think it was mentioned last episode that Friend had a bird on his head. I think it's kind of looked at as like a familiar. I don't really know why he has a bird on his head or what what part of the game that is. Really should. I'm pretty sure it's something to do with the class he chose. Anyway, Curious gets food and drinks for everyone after Lucian kind of fails to do so. He doesn't have much money. Harlow just doesn't trust Curious and Lucian. Lucian's thrown in there a bit. He keeps giving them that the evil eye, or just kind of like, I don't trust them, or like thinking something is up with them. They're not on the level. They talk for a bit and then they head out to the meeting. At the meeting door, they have to check their weapons because, of course, no weapons are allowed inside. They got these House representatives and important people in there. They get rid of a lot of their weapons. Some people are still hiding weapons, but it's all cool. So when they get inside, they immediately start to scan the room, just kind of like getting a feel for who's there in the environment. All right, so this is where politics started talking and I started falling off a little bit, but we find out that Roshalon, a neighboring country, is sending people into posh lands, into the lands, and again, that was the kind of the intro where we find out like these countries are kind of at war, but not at war yet. So it's just kind of fishy that they're sending people into neighboring lands and doing God knows what. There's various groups around Jehozarin and Yirish, I want to say. There's various groups around there, and they need help dealing with Roshalon or whatever else that they're doing. So, Curious is asking a lot of questions. She's kind of like asking questions that seem like, should you be asking these questions, or why are you asking these questions better? And the meeting goes on. They kind of go over what they're going to do, and the group feels like they have to help. They feel like they want to help. That's why you don't go to these meetings. If you don't go to these meetings, you would never want to help. But they find Thistle says something about like her family's from one of the places that needs help. So they were like, well, we can help my family. Like I at least want to help my family. And so they ended up coming to some kind of agreement to help whoever or wherever. They decide to go the route they actually go to Jehozarin, I think. They have to go with this guy named Elmwish on his boat. What really was really good that I did like, God, I love this. Hildegard breaks down what they're doing, because Friend's like, I don't know what's happening. Like, I didn't understand any of that. And I was like, thank you. Because, I mean, again, nothing against Kyle. He did an excellent job. I envy somebody who can have a political course campaign in their campaign. I think I said that right. But anyway, because I can't do it. I'm like, the bad guys over there, some guys might try to stop you, but the bad guys over there, go over there and stop them. So anyway, so Hildegard breaks down what happens. She basically says, we're going to Yirish to help them against Roshalon, because Roshalon wants to take over the world. They got to get on a boat to get there, and that boat belongs to Elmwish. That's basically it. That's how I would have said it. So they get on the boat. They meet Elmwish. They get on his boat. They talk and conversate for a little bit. Then shortly on the boat, like I think they sailed for like maybe a day, maybe not even a day. But they're on the boat, they head off, and then shortly after being on the boat, they get attacked by pirates. just right off the bat get attacked by pirates. I think there's a couple of vessels, and you can hear the pirate captain in the background kind of talking. And the Kyle asks for them to roll initiative in the nicest way possible. I don't think I've ever heard anybody ask for somebody to roll initiative this nice of way, because he's very calm. I like Kyle's voice, which he does pretty good voices. But he's pretty calm, and I like his voice, and it's just so sweet. But and that's where the episode ends, of course, at the initiative. So the next episode is going to be our first battle episode, which I'm real excited to see what everybody can do and how they do it. So really excited for that. Can't wait. But that's really all that happened that episode. It was a bit of getting to know the group, politics, getting to the boat. I'm not a big politics person, but it was a very, very, very solid episode. I very much enjoyed it. Let me know what you guys think about the episode. Join the Discord as always. They're nice people. But always, thanks for tuning in to Miles TV. Bye.